Nowadays, Transylvania is a region in Romania, and this fact is acknowledged internationally. Nevertheless, Romania did not always possess this region, causing serious disputes over the fate of this region with Romanian neighbor, Hungary. By the way, this region is called Erdély in Hungarian. In the 20th century, under mediation of the Third Reich, Transylvania was incorporated in Hungary. But why did this happen? Why did Adolf Hitler betray his ally Romania? Classically, don't forget to subscribe and let's explore history in detail. After the First World War, Hungary was severely punished and it lost two-thirds of the pre-war territories. In the 1920s, there were numerous events in Hungary, especially the formation and defeat of the Hungarian Red Army. I had a video on this topic. In November 1919, the National Army under Miklos Horthy entered the capital, Budapest, and Horthy was soon elected Regent on March 1, 1920. Why Regent if there was no king in Hungary? Following the collapse of Austria-Hungary, the National Assembly formally established the kingdom in 1920, but did not allow the return of the Habsbourg king. Horthy then was elected as a supreme ruler and regent without a king, and also admiral without a navy, because he was commander-in-chief of the Austro-Hungarian Navy. Due to this chaos taking place in Hungary, the nationalist movement was gaining its momentum, so by the Second World War, Hungary wanted to restore its borders in 1914. In 1938, according to the first Vienna Award, a Nazi Germany and Italian arbitration, Hungary was permitted to occupy parts of Slovakia. In March 1939, the Hungarian army invaded the southern part of Slovakia, including Carpatho, Ukraine. Meanwhile, Romania was experiencing harsh times both internally and externally. I had a video about Romania in the Second World War too. King Carl II was struggling with the Iron Guard, a pro-Nazi movement in Romania. Remember that pursuant to the Treaty of Trianon, Transylvania was transferred from Hungary to Romania. Transylvania had been a part of Hungary since 1003, except for a period of 100 years when it was ruled by the Turks. At the time, Transylvania was an area of 39,460 square miles. The population of Transylvania in 1920 exceeded 5.2 million, of which a little more than half were Romanians, with a third being Hungarians and Germans comprising 10%. With the incorporation of Transylvania into the Kingdom of Romania came Romanianization. In addition, the large estates of the Hungarian nobility were expropriated and the lands distributed to Romanian peasants. In the summer of 1940, the kingdoms of Hungary and Romania appeared headed toward war, as Hungary sought to emulate Germany and continue its efforts to undo the Treaty of Trianon, which had begun 2 years earlier with the First Vienna Award. The armies of both kingdoms began to mass along their common border. The German Führer realized quickly that such a war would block Germany from its main source of oil at the Romanian oil fields of Ploiești. Such a war might also encourage the Soviets to occupy all of Romania. On July 26, 1940, Romania's Prime Minister Ion Gigutu and his Foreign Minister Mihai Mănăilescu met Adolf Hitler and the Reich's Prime Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop at the Berghof in Obersalzberg, Germany. The Romanians were advised to reach an accommodation with Hungary. The following day, the two Romanians met the Italian Duce Benito Mussolini in Rome, who reinforced the German advice. Negotiations were begun on August 16, 1940, but resolved nothing. The situation had become so threatening that on September 1, 1940, the Germans readied 8 divisions to seize the Romanian oil fields in the event of war between the two kingdoms. Meanwhile, the Hungarians and Romanians were ordered to submit to an arbitration to be conducted by the German and Italian foreign ministers. As I mentioned before, this was the second time the Hungarians had participated in an arbitration presided over by the Italian and German foreign ministers at the Belvedere Palace in Vienna. When the arbitrators announced the award on August 30, 1940, the Romanian foreign minister Mihai Mănăilescu fainted, falling across the table on which the agreement agreement was being signed. Approximately half of Transylvania was transferred from the Kingdom of Romania to the Kingdom of Hungary. It was known as Northern Transylvania and comprised a little more than 60,600 square miles, with a population about 2.5 million, a little more than a half of whom were Hungarian. Most of the rest were Romanian. Romania was given 14 days to evacuate northern Transylvania. On September 5th, the 1st Hungarian Army, under the command of General Vilmos Nadi, crossed the border, even though the 2 weeks had not elapsed. The transfer was not without incidents. On September 9th, in the village of Tresnia, between 87 and 263 people were killed by Hungarian soldiers in what has come to be known as the Massacre of Tresnia. The next day, General Nadi led his army into the city of Marosvásárhely. Today, the city's name is Targu Mureș. On September 12th, the city of Cluj was occupied by the Hungarians. The Hungarian name was Kolozsvár. Miklos Horthy, for the second time in as many years, took the salute from soldiers of the Royal Hungarian Army as they marched through the capital of lands that were formerly and now once again part of the Kingdom of Hungary. Soviet forces first entered northern Transylvania in 1944 and completed their clearance of the region from German and Hungarian troops by October 25th. Although the occupation was established in late 1944, Soviet troops maintained a significant presence in Romania throughout 1945. After the post-war decisions made by the Allies, Transylvania became a part of Romania.